It is November, time for the Criterion Collection sale at Barnes & Noble and online retailers. We are talking today about Criterion Collection, and I'm telling you the top 20 4Ks on Amazon right now for $24.99. First, I'd like to give a shout out to 5 honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list. We've got Menace to Society, Thelma and Louise, For All Mankind, which is a documentary which I thought was really cool about the space program, The Fisher King, and To Die For. All 5 of those movies were the first 5 that I knocked off my list, but if this was a 25 list, they'd be on there. Numbers 20, 19, and 18. We've got Punch Drunk Love from 2002. This is a Adam Sandler drama directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I haven't watched this movie since it first came out. I rented it on DVD, or we owned the DVD in the house that I lived in. I haven't watched it since then. I really want to get this movie. We've also got Risky Business from 1983 starring Tom Cruise. I'm pretty damn sure you've seen this movie. If not, you've at least seen some sort of parody with someone sliding across the floor in socks and underwear. Number 18, we've got The Trial from 1962. This is an Orson Welles movie based on a Franz Kafka novel. I really want to own this on 4K. Number 17, 16, and 15, I'm starting off with Malcolm X from 1992. This is a biopicture by Spike Lee. A Spike Lee joint, yo. We've also got Mean Streets from 1973. This is a Martin Scorsese film. It's a mob movie. It's got some great actors in it. You know, what else do you need? And at number 15, I've got 1997 Harmony Korines film, Gummo. My buddies and I used to get drunk to this movie constantly. It is a weird fucking film. Before you buy it, watch the trailer and check it out. And understand that watching this movie in its entirety doesn't make much more sense than the trailer. It's a very disturbing image movie. It's a Harmony Korine movie. He did Kids. He did quite a few other disturbing movies. Watch the trailer before you buy this one and leave me a hateful comment below. At number 14, we've got Peeping Tom, a 1960 movie, very dark movie about a killer who films the murdering of women. It's from 1960. I'm very excited to buy this movie in the future. I can't wait to watch this movie. It seems right up my alley. I watched the trailer and got pumped. It looks fucking cool. A 1960 movie about a creepy murderer, that's right up my alley. Number 13, I've got 1998's Happiness. This is a dark comedy with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Number 12, Don't Look Now, a horror drama I've never watched. The trailer looks really intriguing. At number 11, I've got Brian De Palma's 1981 film, Blowout, starring John Travolta and Nancy Allen. John Travolta is someone who just records too much and then gets caught up in this suspense thriller. I've actually never watched this movie, but the trailer made it look like a damn good time. It's coming in at number 11. Now, for our top 10, we've got Sorcerer, directed by William Friedkin. He directed The Exorcist. This is a 1977 movie. It is highly rated, and it has been on Criterion for a very long time, but this is the 4K release. Number 9, James Caan's 1981 crime drama, Thief. Directed by Michael Mann, an awesome crime drama movie. You should absolutely give it a go. Number 8, 1984's Blood Simple. This is the first ever feature film by the Coen brothers. Number 7, Videodrone by David Cronenberg. If you haven't watched this, it is a must-watch film. Number 6, I've got David Lynch's 2001 film Mulholland Drive, starring Naomi Watts. And before we get to our top 5, I've got 2 honorable mentions. They are modern movies, not classics. That's why they're not on the list. But they are sure to be considered classics one day soon. 2019's Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. Very serious movie, not a comedy. And we've got Sean Barker's film, Honor, about an S3X worker. Both movies sure to be classics, and you can get them on 4K for $24.99 right now. Our top 5 films, number 5, we've got David Lynch's 1986 film Blue Velvet, starring Dennis Hopper. I love Dennis Hopper. Ever since Easy Rider, I've loved Dennis Hopper. Number 4, we've got 1980s film Altered States, a legendary film about a man who spends too much time in a sensory deprivation chamber and goes a little crazy. You know, all in the name of science. Number 3, I've got one of Criterion Collection's most recent released 4Ks. This is 1984's This Is Spinal Tap, a rock and roll band mockumentary directed by Rob Reiner. If you like The Office and Parks and Recs, this is where it all got started. This was the first mockumentary, and it is fucking hilarious. I love This Is Spinal Tap. Number 2, this is the first ever David Lynch film that I ever watched, 1997's Lost Highway. At the time, I was 11 years old and had no idea who the hell David Lynch was, but I was a goth kid, and Marilyn Manson and Twiggy Ramirez were in the movie. Plus, the trailer featured Marilyn Manson's song, I Put a Spell on You. So I rented it as soon as I could, and I was blown away. The entire time I watched it with my buddy Dustin. Both of us are goth kids, and I'm watching this going, holy fuck, you can make a movie like this? You can make this into a film? I was blown away, had no idea. Ever since that day, I have been a huge David Lynch fan. 4K release for $24.99. And before we get to our number 1 movie, I've got one more honorable mention, and this is a Blu-ray. That's why it's not on the list. Not released on 4K yet. I'm talking about 1985's The Big Chill. This is one of my favorite movies ever. It has the best movie soundtrack of all time. I still keep the soundtrack on my phone to test people. Like, whenever we're first hanging out, I put that on. And if you don't like that music, I can give a shit less about being your friend. It is the greatest soundtrack ever. My mom had the big LP, double disc LP. I listened to this whenever I was a kid. I don't have it on physical media, but I do have it downloaded on my phone. It is an emotional movie, a touching movie, and such a great film. Actually, watching this movie a year ago and judging Jeff Goldblum on his simpy fucking behavior was what actually gave me the idea to start this film review channel. So thank you to The Big Chill. You can get it right now for less than $20 on Blu-ray. And number 1 Criterion Collection film that I think you should buy this November, I'm talking about truly my favorite movie of all time. This is 1998's film adaptation of Hunter S. Thompson's novel, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I've watched this movie hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times. I was at one point in my life writing a book, and I would have this movie just playing over and over and over in the background while writing the book. Couple chapters in, I realized it just sounded like a Hunter S. Thompson ripoff. I wonder why. However, I have watched this movie hundreds of times. It is one of my favorite movies, and quite literally based on the TV show, the American version of The Office. In season 1 or 2, they're doing a fire drill where they're all out of the building, and they're doing a desert island top 5 films. And I used to joke with people that my top 5 films, number 5 would be Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Go through the rest, and number 1 would be a second copy of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, just in case the first one got damaged. That's how much this is my favorite movie of all time. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, I only have this movie on DVD, and it is without a case, but I will definitely be buying this Criterion Collection 4K release very soon, and I'm probably going to go ahead and buy the Arrow release too. I just need a little bit more money, so a little bit more subscribers, so hit that thing right there. A quick disclaimer, I did not buy any of these 20 movies this year. Unfortunately, I'm just getting into the Criterion Collection hobby, even though I have all these DVDs, and all these Blu-rays, and all these Blu-rays, and all these DVDs of TV shows. I only have these 4 Criterion Collection movies. So I'm just getting into the hobby of Criterion Collection. And actually, this movie right here, The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, is what got me into it. There is like 4 hours of bonus features, and I absolutely fell in love with Criterion Collection right then and there. So this year, now here's the deal. I'm a weirdo. I know that. I don't pay for internet at my house. I just don't. I work 45 hours a week. I have internet there. And if I absolutely need, I live in an apartment complex where 20 foot out that back door, I can walk over, stand next to the gym and pick up Wi-Fi. I don't pay for internet at my house. Instead, I use that $110 a month that internet would cost me. And Black Friday, I spend about $1,200 on DVDs and physical media. I'm getting into Criterion Collection, and I am starting off with a bang. What I purchased so far is the Criterion Collection 40 collection of 40 movies. I purchased the Wes Anderson 10 movie 4K collection, and I also purchased the BBS 7 film collection with Easy Rider and a bunch of American counterculture movement movies from the 70s. I am very excited about those movies. I also purchased 15 Alfred Hitchcock movies. I will do a complete unboxing once all those arrive in December. However, if those movies sound like something you're interested, hit subscribe, because those are 70 movies that I bought, and that's pretty much 70%. At 2 movie reviews a week, that is 70% of what I'm going to be covering for the next year. So if any of those movies interest you, hit subscribe. Thank you for joining the channel. Let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5? What did you buy this year for Black Friday? I also want to mention that last year, I waited, and that's where I got Choose Me and this David Bowie Moonage Dream movies for less than $20. I waited until after Black Friday, and it seemed like Amazon had a surplus of certain movies. I actually, at the point, caught In the Heat of the Night on sale for less than $20. Tried to purchase it, and something got fucked up, and they ended up canceling my order. I also found Funny Girl for like $15. All of that was in December. So I've got another $200 left to spend. I also bought a 4K player because I'm upgrading from my PS5. But I've got $200 left to spend, and I'm kind of hoping that any one of these movies from this list go up for less than $20, because I will absolutely be picking them up. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you know some other Criterion collectors in your friend group, send them the video, and we'll see you next time.